Okay, why do we study criminology? Why has the Criminal Justice Department required this course for all criminal justice majors? And why do pretty much all universities require criminal justice majors to take a sociology course, to take a criminology course, rather? First of all, criminology is primarily a study of criminological theories. So let's start by defining theory. I've asked Google to define theory for me, and Google tells us that a theory is a supposition or system of ideas intended to explain something. A theory is designed to explain something. We are attempting to explain important things, to explain why people commit crime, what causes crime, under what conditions are crimes most likely to occur, what times, what places, what conditions, and who is most likely to become a victim of crime and under what conditions. These are the things we're trying to explain, and we have a whole host of theories to explain them, and that is the topic of the course. Why is theory important? Theory, in my opinion, criminological theory is important because it drives policy. So let's define policy. Again, I've asked Google to help us out with this. Google defines policy as a course of principle or action adopted by or proposed by a government. Most crime-fighting policies are adopted by governments, and it could be at all levels of government, from the president, the Supreme Court, Congress, all the way down to your local precinct captain at your local police department. All of these people are working on policies, ways of fighting crime. Now, the policy you choose, the strategy you choose in fighting crime is going to be driven by your theories of what is causing the crime, if you're thinking clearly. Now, we've already discussed some of this in our Blackboard discussion section. And I'm wondering how many students came up with a crime-fighting policy that was not linked to their theory. It's possible that you did so. But the purpose of this course is to think more carefully about our theories of crime and how they link to our policy solutions. So if I believe that crime is primarily caused by poverty, then obviously the way to reduce crime is to reduce poverty. If I think that crime is caused by bad parenting, then the way to reduce crime is to develop policies that encourage good parenting, and so forth. So hopefully your own personal policy prescriptions were linked to your theory of what causes crime. If not, that's okay. By the end of the course, they will be linked. Why do we study this? Because I'm hoping that every one of you will eventually be in a position to influence crime-fighting policy. And if you do so, if you do find yourself in that position, I want you to think clearly about it. I want you to know which theories have good evidence for them, how those theories link to policies. This is not a course on policies, so we won't just be discussing the relative strengths and weaknesses of various crime-fighting strategies. Maybe I'll touch on it a little bit, but we'll save that for another course. Basically, in this course, we're trying to learn about theories and how they relate to policies. We will also be doing data analysis. Theory needs to be justified by empirical evidence. So we are going to learn how to do that. I'm going to show you how to test crime data, how to test survey data, to see if the data actually supports the theories that we have for what causes crime and victimization. Do not be frightened by the term data analysis. Although it does involve numbers, you do not need to be a math genius or even any good at math at all. Even if you're completely afraid of math, you can still do this. You just need to know when one number is bigger than another number, and if you can tell which number is bigger, you can do the data analysis in this course. I teach this to students every semester. Everybody can learn this, so do not get anxious about the fact that we're working with numbers. You can do it. I have confidence that you can do it. If you graduated high school, you can do it. Anybody can do it. Okay, that's my introduction to the purpose of this class and general outline of the kinds of things we're going to be studying. Now let's jump into it. Let's get down into the details.